Good evening, Parkland. Today is Friday, January 13th, 2023. In tonight's episode of Parkland Profile, we will be discussing midterms, seeing how the community celebrates the holidays, and recapping the first annual Gus Schwartz Memorial Hockey Game. I'm your host for this evening, Hannah Fredrich, and welcome back to Parkland Profile. With the school year almost halfway over, it's time to think about everyone's favorite thing, midterms. Here's Assistant Principal Mrs. Bennick and news correspondent Aurora Geary with everything you need to know about taking midterms.
Hi, I'm news correspondent Aurora Geary, and I'm here with Assistant Principal Mrs. Bennick to go over midterms and finals. So, Mrs. Bennick, what exactly are midterms for those of us that haven't taken them yet?
So midterm exams are a mid-year assessment that is summative in nature, in that you'll be covering the essential skills and concepts that you've covered during the first part of your core classes, namely English, math, science, social studies, and world languages.
Okay, awesome. And what is the schedule going to look like for midterms?
So our schedule for midterms is kind of unique. Because you will be doing your science midterm exams in classes prior to our actual exam dates. So our two formal exam dates are the 18th and 19th of January. So it's a Wednesday and a Thursday. But then the week prior to that, on Thursday and Friday, students will be completing their science midterm exams in their respective science classes, which takes into account your even-odd schedules that you have for a lot of your science classes. The Monday after your science exam is actually Martin Luther King Day, so students are off that day. And then that Tuesday is you'll more than likely either probably play some catch up maybe with some of your science exams, doing some final things in some of those instances where you may have some final things to do, or you'll probably be reviewing for your exams then on Wednesday and Thursday of that week. And then the Wednesday exam schedule is actually your English and math. I think that's right. And Thursday is, I should say, your Wednesday schedule is English and math, and then Thursday is your social studies and your world language.
That's so cool. And is there any way that you could be exempt from midterms?
So the only classes that would actually offer an exemption for midterms would be our senior courses, which would be our half-year econ and half-year gov courses.
Okay.
Because just the nature of the way that those courses are set up, they're set up to run half a year, so students could technically, our seniors who take those courses, could technically be eligible for an exemption. Otherwise, there's no exemptions for midterms.
Yeah. And is there an exemption for finals at the end of the year?
Yes, so all of our students will have the opportunity to be exempt from final exams.
Okay.
That's based on your performance throughout the course of the school year. And generally speaking, students need to have maintained a 90% average based on the 4 rating periods in their respective core class in order to be eligible for a final exam. However, because this year, one thing that we're introducing that's completely new to Parkland is the opportunity to do a project in lieu of an exam. That would be the instance where students would not qualify for exemption. So if a teacher is doing a project in their class for a final exam, there won't be an exemption from that.
That was actually going to be one of my other questions, if there were any alternatives for midterms. But are there any other tips you have for studying or getting prepared for these tests?
Well, hopefully you've done a good job of keeping yourself organized throughout the course of the semester, because as I said, it's a summative exam in that it's covering everything that you've done in your first and second rating periods. So if you've done a good job of keeping your notes organized, keeping your materials together, keeping everything that your teachers have shared with you throughout the course of the semester in one place in an organized fashion, that's going to be really important in helping you prepare for exams. In addition, a lot of our teachers will be providing students with study guides, and we'll be going through different study guides in class. So that's another important part of the exam preparation process. Some of our teachers will actually be doing a project in lieu of an exam. So those teachers will be going through that with their students. But I'd say for the most part, a lot of our teachers are actually going to be administering a traditional midterm exam. So obviously making sure that you take the time to go through your notes and prepare, and in addition to best practices like getting a good night's rest, eating a good breakfast, and just taking the time to review your notes before you take the test. Those are all good test-taking strategies that students should employ.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, that was so helpful. Thank you so much for sharing your information about our test coming up in January.
You were so welcome. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
I'm Aurora Geary from Parkland TV, and that's all we have for you today.
Thanks, Mrs. Bennick. Have you ever wondered what shape you should make your pancakes in? Well, find out today in an all-out competition between Parkland TV and our principal, Mr. Davidson.
5 minutes on the clock. Go. What? I feel like
mine is cooked.
All right. So yeah, maybe this is a little, like iffy right now.
Do my nails add on to it?
Guess what this guy is, all right?
My snowman looks pretty good.
This is a masterpiece, but
Oh, this came out good. Round one winner. Round one. Round two winner.
dang it!
Winner.
Oh my gosh.
He's definitely in trouble because, as you guys just saw, I beat Xander in the last round. So let's get right into this championship round and see who's the ultimate pancake maker.
Let's go.
Let's go. Our first design consists of a gingerbread house. We don't really have any specific inspo for this. Just design the best gingerbread house.
Did you say inspo?
Yeah, inspiration.
Like the best are the Christmas cookies.
Christmas
That's my favorite. The holiday cookies that my wife makes. She makes them, and it was her mother's recipe. This is so bad.
Yeah, I'm definitely
they're fantastic. As bad as this house is, that's as good as the cookies are. They're incredible.
I'm definitely beating you.
This is a bad design. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm in trouble. I think I'm gonna demand a redo.
Demand a redo.
Can I do that as the principal? Can I say this round doesn't count? This is falling
My gingerbread man has a mansion.
apart. Yeah, mine is not gonna be happy with his house. It's like, yeah. That's it. This was what my art projects used to look like when I was in art class in comparison to the kids who were good artists. This is why I struggled in the creative end of education. I'm smart enough to know when I've been defeated.
Oh, no, no,
Ah.
no.
Oh, wait a second. This is why you never quit.
No, that looks pretty good.
That's still better. It's still better.
Alright, we're gonna head on to round two. This is the last and final round, so we're gonna make it a little bit easier. Would you say easier?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We're gonna do the Parkland TV logo, right?
Sounds good. TY. Parkland TY.
Well, yours
Like,
definitely
you
looks
got-
better than mine this round because mine is even backwards.
I don't know.
Well, I guess we're tied now.
Yeah.
This is the end of round 2 of our pancake art competition with the principal. How do you feel?
I feel bad.
Those look delicious, Mr. Davidson. Wintertime means less daylight than ever, and Mike Yellick from Lights on Greenwalds is taking full advantage of this. Now over to news correspondent Eric Wood with the story.
Hi, I'm Mike Yellick at Lights in Greenwalds, Allentown, Pennsylvania. So 6 years ago, I decided I want to take it to the next level. I usually decorate a lot, but I wanted to take it to the next level, and I thought, well, how do I do that? I could open up the yard a little bit, but what could I offer? Well, maybe popcorn, maybe hot chocolate, maybe candy, something like that. And I would never charge for it because I don't believe in charging people to enjoy Christmas. I think that's silly. You know, when I was a kid, I used to go to Lights in the Zoo and, you know, Lights in the Parkway was definitely one, all that kind of stuff. And my parents would always pay. So to me, it was free. But I thought, well, wait a minute though, I think that's silly. I don't want people to pay to enjoy Christmas. It should all be free. So it brings the community together, it brings the neighborhood together, it brings everyone in to just enjoy Christmas, whether you're old, young, doesn't matter where you're from, just brings people together, the joy of Christmas. And I don't think there's a price tag on that. I think everything should be free. We give giveaways away, we give popcorn, hot chocolate, candy, magnets, tote bags, keychains, and everything is free because I will never charge anybody a penny to enjoy Lights in Greenwalds. 2016, so Bill White was on, I was doing the Bill White tour, and I talked to him about it, and I said, listen, I think I'm gonna step it up next year. And he's like, well, how would you do that? And I told him exactly what my plan was, and he was like, I think that would be a good thing. He's like, I'll do a story in the paper on it. I did it solely for that. I was like, you know what, I'll create a Facebook page. I did that. I wanted 100 likes by Christmas, and I had 2,000. And I was like, people really care about this? Like, I was blown away. And I think just over time, seeing the people react and how well it was perceived, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna create this and make it bigger and bigger and bigger every single year. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Everything's on timers. So I don't even have to be here to light everything up. The music and everything, once we're open on weekends, it usually takes about a half hour. I get here at like 4:20 and I park down there and then walk up the street. And you know, I'm pretty much opening it. And then my volunteers arrive at like 4:50. This year I have 52 volunteers. And I mean, without them, thank those guys. Like, you know, they keep me up and running. I set everything up myself because I'm very particular with where I want things. And everything's different every year. I can never have the same things in the same places any year at a time. You know, no offense, but Lights in the Parkway, oh, it's the exact same. I don't ever want that. I want everything to be different. I want Lights in Greenwalds to be different, new, fresh, and that's what I'm trying to do with this every single year. But I do have, like I said, 52 volunteers. They're awesome. Santa, the Grinch, and we all have a volunteer party in the summer, and I cater it and get everybody involved, get ready for the season, and it's a big family. I love it. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. It's just a magical place, and like, I hope you know, like, the whole community loves it. And because I was thinking about not doing it when I moved out, and I live 10 minutes up the road, and when I heard that, I can't not do it. I mean, the community's involved, the township is involved, the fire department's involved, the church is involved. I mean, everyone's involved, and that, you can't ask for anything better. You can't, when everyone comes together, and to at least, I know the world is hard right now, but when everyone comes together in support of this, I can't even tell you how much that means. It means the world. So yeah, I think it's an awesome feeling.
Thank you, Eric. Those lights sure were bright. Speaking of bright, let's head over to news correspondent Luca Pettin, who visited the annual South Whitehall Township tree and bridge lighting ceremony.
We're here at the South Whitehall Township's annual holiday tree and bridge lighting, and as you can see behind us, the event's going strong.
So this is actually my 1-year anniversary working for the township. So this is the second event I am attending, but the first event that I'm helping.
And what do we have going on here?
So you have face painting, you have balloon making, you have ornament painting, you've got some s'mores, obviously the music, the Christmas tree lighting, Santa. It's just magical. It's a magical night.
I think Santa could get an interview.
I can do my best. How are we?
How are you?
I'm very happy to be here. Every year this is such a wonderful event. And it warms my heart to come every year and see all these wonderful people gathered in for such a great occasion. And the tree lighting always goes off without a hitch. It's so wonderful to see all the children and their smiling faces.
And how was the ride down in your sleigh?
It was a little bumpy. The weather was a little bit rough. It was a little wet. It was a wet ride in. But you know what? The weather pushed out, and now we're here and we're doing it right. And I'm very happy to be here. Very happy to be here.
What is this event like to you? As Santa, I mean, you got all the kids coming up, you're having a great time, making people's wishes come true. How's it feel?
Seeing everyone smile, everyone be excited, being together, the family aspect of it, it warms my heart. It warms my heart.
Out of all the things that you can do here, you got food, you got marshmallows, you got a tent. You got, what's the favorite thing you got here?
Food is clearly what I like the most. You know, there's an old saying that you don't get this way by looking at it. You got to dive in every once in a while, and I get yelled at for doing that pretty often. It's my favorite part.
How's the production coming with the elves?
Better than ever. Better than ever. They're such hard workers. They're working morning, noon, and night, round the clock, just to make sure everything is ready to go. It's ready to go every year.
Well, thank you very much, Santa.
No problem. Now, what list are you? I already know what list you're on.
So, how many years have you guys been to this event?
This is actually our first year. We're excited to be here. It's a nice community event, and obviously the holidays, everybody's in a good mood, so we're happy to be here.
And what do you guys got for this event? Like hot chocolate, cookies?
Yeah, so we have hot chocolate on the truck. We actually specialize in super premium handcrafted ice cream. So we have a lot of good holiday flavors, hot cocoa being one of them, gingerbread, as well as your traditional like vanilla and chocolate and things like that.
And as a company, how long have you guys been around?
We've been around since September of 2019, so just before the pandemic. Perfect timing with that, but we, with the support of the community, we've been able to pull through that and continuing to grow, and we're excited about the future.
Anything else you'd like to
add? No, just happy to be here, happy to support the community. My wife's actually a teacher in the Parkland School District as well. We live in Parkland community as well, so I just want to continue to spread the word about Batch, and hopefully we continue to get the support that's brought us through the pandemic and allowed us to grow.
For Parkland TV, I'm Luca Pettin reporting.
I'm Santa Claus, and you're watching Parkland TV.
The Pediatric Cancer Foundation of Lehigh Valley hosts their annual holiday walkthrough event every year. Here's news correspondent Gianna Yost to check it out.
Hello, I'm Parkland TV film news correspondent Gianna Yost. Today we're here at Pediatric Cancer Foundation of the Lehigh Valley to look at their holiday event. Come check it out with us. Hi, can you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Chris, Program Coordinator for the Pediatric Cancer Foundation of the Lehigh Valley. And today you're at the Holiday Stroll. We've been doing this for 3 years because of COVID. We normally would do an inside party for our kids, and since COVID hit, we decided to do an outside party, and we originally did 2 years of drive-thrus. But this year we decided we were hoping for good weather and allowing everybody to stroll through. And because of strolling through, I had asked Steinmetz Farm if they could come and bring their goats, because goats just love to be snuggled and everybody likes the goats. So I asked them to come this year, and the rest are community partners that we work with throughout the year. Red Robin, NFI with his truck is back there. Angel Tree Farm is here to give free trees to our families that would like them. So yeah, it's just a fun event, and it's a great day to see the families and get ready for the holidays.
That is so awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hi, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Natalie Miller and I'm a volunteer at PCFLV.
So what does this event mean to you?
I really like getting to see all the families that are at PCFLV get to celebrate the holiday season.
That's so sweet. And what is your favorite part of doing this event?
So this year there's baby goats and they're a lot of fun. That's probably my favorite part this year.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Vanessa Stauffer, and I am the Pediatric Cancer Foundation of Lehigh Valley's Teen Board President.
So what other kind of events go on through PCFLV?
So through PCFLV, they hold a week-long summer camp that all their families can send their kids to. It is a free camp, and we have so much fun, which I am a camp counselor at. I also help to volunteer at their Run Walk, which happens every year, which is a great event. So many people come out and support them. And then they also have their gala, which is where the local kids create art and it is auctioned off.
That's so awesome. So what does this event mean to you?
This event means to me, it means so much because I am also a cancer survivor, so seeing all these kids having so much fun and just being with other people who are going through the same thing is so important, and just watching them have so much fun is really what I love about this event.
It must be a very rewarding job.
Yes, I love volunteering for this foundation.
Have a great holiday season from everyone at Pediatric Cancer Foundation of the Lehigh Valley in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I'm Gianni Yopes, back to you.
December 28th was the first annual Gus Schwartz Memorial Hockey Game. Here's a look at the event.
Okay, my name's Jennifer Marsteller, and I'm the Vice President of Parkland Ice Hockey. We're here at the PPL Center today for our first annual Gus Schwartz Memorial Alumni Game event. We had youth and developmental, middle school, and right now we have our current JV players and varsity players, as well as around 45 alumni from all over that came back for the event. Okay, the money collected from today's event will be going to a scholarship in Gus's name. It will also help fund Parkland ice hockey, possibly some jerseys next year with a patch with Gus's number on. Gus was a Parkland ice hockey alumni, as well as a Parkland student and a Phantoms alumni. He also was a coach for the Polar Bears, which is special hockey of the Lehigh Valley. So he was an all-around just great kid, and the scholarship's going to go to a senior varsity player that embodies someone similar to Gus is who the scholarship will go to.
I'm Trevor Herrick, Senior Director of Ticket Sales here with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms and PPL Center. I assisted with Parkland Ice Hockey to put together an amazing day to remember Gus Schwartz. In the days after what happened a year ago, we found an opportunity to kind of be there for the family the best that we could, inviting them out to the game, having a moment of silence, which really led into some deeper conversations this summer, talking with Parkland Ice Hockey and how do we continue to carry on Gus's legacy here, not just with the Phantoms, but within our hockey community here in the Lehigh Valley. And with that, we were able to put together an alumni game, but also get the youth involved through Parkland Ice Hockey. So really from start to finish, it was all about providing a fun day of playing the great game of hockey just the way Gus would want it to be. But with that, of course, there are some tough moments. We knew today would be tough, especially during the moment of silence, having his brother drop the ceremonial puck. But overall, a lot of smiles, a lot of happy kids, and that's what Gus would want, knowing the family really well, knowing Gus personally. He would want the kids here to be laughing, having fun, having a great day, and that's really what we're trying to accomplish today.
That's all for this episode of Parkland Profile. Be sure to tune in next month. Signing off, I'm Hannah Fredrich. Have a great night, Parkland.